When the priests brought the Ark of the Covenant to Solomon's temple and placed it in the most holy place, there was a joyous celebration. Large numbers of sheep and oxen were sacrificed, and a feast was held. When the priests had come out of the Holy of Holies, the Levites who were appointed to be singers and musicians lifted up their voices and sounded their instruments in praise and thankfulness. The scene was quite remarkable. It was unlike any temple dedication in the modern experience. Perhaps the defining element of the rejoicing at the placing of the ark in the temple was the sound, the one sound as the account states. Therefore, it is important to understand exactly what happened. The account is clear on the following details. First, those that were to make the celebratory sound were appointed priests. They were Levites of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun. Second, like the Levites, the musical instruments used in the celebration were specifically appointed by the Lord. Third, the number of musicians was significant. There were 120 playing the trumpet. The number playing the cymbals and other musical instruments is not specified. It is likely that this number was much larger than those playing the trumpet. We know that there were up to 4,000 priestly musicians. Fourth, the singers and musicians made one sound and only one sound, singing and playing simultaneously. It was not a melody and contained no harmony. It was one very loud and clamorous sound. The one sound in the original Hebrew is kol and can be translated as sound or voice. It is also associated with a variety of sounds, many of which are the sounds attributed to the planets above. The one sound at the dedication of Solomon's temple was very much like the sound produced at the shout of creation. The Psalms formed the vocal liturgy for Solomon's temple. They were the songs used in temple worship. One of the prevalent themes of the Psalms is the exhortation to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. The joyful noise was made by singing and by the harp. It was also made by the trumpet and cornet. The sound was not only to be joyful, but loud. But what was this joyful noise? In every case, the joyful noise in the original Hebrew is derived from the verb ruah. Ruah means to raise a shout or give a blast, as in a clarion or horn. Like kol, ruah has numerous linguistic associations, all of which can be traced back to the shout of creation. The joyful noise of the Psalms was essentially a shout for joy. The shout was sounded by human voice and musical instruments, including trumpet and cymbal. Elsewhere in Psalms, the call to make a joyful noise was more explicit. Israel was directed to shout for joy. Israel was also asked to clap hands while shouting, simulating a thunderclap. In the Book of Mormon, the followers of Alma clapped their hands for joy at the prospect of baptism.